This is the anal eating mummy, brother. I met it. Okay, so what the anal eating mummy ritual is it just creates misogyny. So you're laying on your back. The women are surrounding you. The wives. You have to have sex with the wives, like around the clock, plowing them while high and reading oracle nonsense, spouting nonsense. Anyways, you lay down on like this slab, and the Jasmine was like, "Oh, we're gonna summon the anal eating mummy." Like she's like Lady Dimitrescu but hideous. She was like the first to be turkey basted and dead and then resurrected. That's like the thing with her. So yeah. Anyways, the whole thing is just supposed to make you scared of vaginas. And the cowgirl style is supposed to scare you into only wanting missionary sex. Holy shit. Holy shit. So you're laying on your back, you're high out of your mind on a bunch of drugs. I think strychnine might have been one of the things they gave me because I remember feeling terrified and I was like looking over. The women have beekeeping hats on because they're weird. But I'll like look over and I see this like 12-foot tall woman in the beekeeping costume walk past the wives and they're like, I'm like, who's that? And the wives are like, who's who? And then as I'm getting high and more fucked up and they're doing their chants, they're yeah, like chants, I start seeing more women start like walking around the table. Like it's like crazy. They're just showing up wearing these white dresses. Some of them have the beekeeping hats, other ones don't. Some of them have these horribly mutilated faces. Like, and I saw the obviously because it's my Bobby Rain. Like I looked straight up and I saw the belly girl from Ackworth. If you watch that video, that reminds me. When I became president, I officially became Gannon's dad, which is funny because I told him at Papa John's one day I'd be his dad, and I was officially his dad when I was president. So Gannon, it's your daddy. Go buy me another beer. Anyways, I looked up and I saw the belly girl, and she was like all hopeful and looking down, and I got scared for some reason. I got like terrified, and then I looked down, and there it is. This creature, it's all like, and I'm like, holy shit! And they're like, the wives are like, oh, calm down. Oh, there's a giant 12-foot tall woman corpse that's like twisting and screeching, and then it like when it was first walking in, it looked normal, like it looked like a normal woman in like a dress. And then as it got closer, it started taking off the beekeeping hat, and then it was all like, I was like, ah, shit! And I was fucking terrified. And then she mounts you, like in this guided drug trip they do. She mounts you and she drops her nasty, disgusting Arby's fish taco all over you. And there's rotten bugs and shit, and you're just screaming, and then Shay screams, ah! And you're like, ah! And she's like, ah! And I was like, ah! And I was just start screaming, looking at the wife screaming. And I was just, ooh. I recommend it every Halloween. If you want to get fucking spooked out of your damn mind, find some people that can do this ritual. These women are everywhere. You don't know it, but they're everywhere. And they can do this ritual for you. Okay, some of them have been kicked out of the church and they'll do it for fucking free. You just gotta find them. Fucking... Yeah, so meet the alien. Holy shit, dude. Woo! Even now, I got the goosebumps. I'm fucking... Whoa, man, that was like spooky as fuck. So, yeah, you get to plow the anal eating mummy, and it's the worst sexual experience of your life, and it's supposed to make you terrified and fear women. Oh no, women and their tacos. Look out, it's Arby's! Granted, I'll admit, like, the 12-foot tall fucking anal eating mummy giant rotten Arby's sandwich was pretty fucking freaky. It almost looked like a tree root, like when it's like on you, it looks like a tree root that's like going upwards, and you see plants and shit, and you're like, ugh, like fucking, ooh. Why you would do that to anybody? Well, it makes sense. It makes you misogynistic. It makes you terrified of the taco. Now, so I don't understand the rules, because I'm a god. And if I'm a god, I should be able to do what I want to do. And that is the exact opposite of what you do. You're not in control of shit. You have to obey the rules. You have to give people jobs. That's one thing. You had to assign jobs to people. Yeah, I liked hearing people's problems. I gave out a lot of advice to people. But like some of these people were just straight up stupid. And I started getting mad that they were fucking dumb. Like they're all emotionally stunted. And I hate emotionally stunted people. I can't stand them. Okay, and they're all emotionally stunted, so they were all driving me insane. Okay, now I had to get human sacrifices. This is funny. I had to get human sacrifices. I had to find a way to kill 6 kids and 7 women, and the wives were just like basically gonna give me a firearm and put me out in the world to go murder some people. And I told them that's not fucking happening. And we get into an argument about it, and I tell them go to hospice. Hospice. All over the planet, because they have churches all over the place. I was find some kids that are terminally ill with cancer, and I was like, have them pledge their deaths to me. And I was like, have some women that are terminally ill, have them pledge their deaths to me. And it was easy. Some 400 people, 400 members of the church, pledged their deaths to me. Yeah, didn't need to go abduct anybody or murder anybody at gunpoint. Yeah, they just totally fucking died. Like, it was really sad. One of their little girls, like, slowly died of cancer over time, and she kept calling. And I didn't know I was supposed to give out planets. That was explained to me later. The wives later explained to me I had to give out planets, so I had to tell this. I kept telling this little girl she's not going to get a planet. And then they explained to me, because I'm God, I'm supposed to give out planets. So I gave the little girl a planet, I think, before she died. I'm not sure. It's kind of sad, but this is the thing when you're dealing with human sacrifice. It's always going to be sad, and it's always going to be stupid. I was against the entire thing. I'd make a great Buddhist, I'll tell you what. Anyways, so everybody that calls you, the other thing is they are all constantly trying to outsmart you. Yeah. Constantly. It is constantly a battle of the brains with everybody. And my brain is complete pudding from being poisoned with heavy metals and cadmium, so I'm fucking crazy. And as they start pissing me off, I start giving them pissed off Bob responses. And they keep doing stupid, fucked up shit and then telling me about it, and I get pissed off immediately because I'm strictly reactionary because I have a cadmium brain. And the wives keep encouraging this behavior of not thinking, just saying, and as a result, things get worse, and they keep getting worse, and people start getting mad at me because I keep making bad decisions because I have a fucked up brain. If I didn't have a fucked up brain, I probably wouldn't have done 90% of the shit I did do. I think. I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, so Blondie, the guy from before, absolutely hates me, and there's this entire thing, the wives, Jasmine keeps asking me to basically be more racist. We need more racism, and I told them, like, and we have to murder people. That's a thing at the church. It's a death cult. They have to have people to murder in order for people to get up the ladder. So I'm like, we're going to murder pedophiles and Nazis, okay, because they're evil. And then I get a call from Nazis, and they're like, we're a part of the church, and I was like, we're going to murder you. And it's, no. And we have this big fucking argument about the new Nazis, old Nazis, pedophiles, not Nazis. I said, and then they go, well, we're a human trafficking ring. We have a list of pedophiles. I was like, good, release that and tell the people to murder them. And then we can't, oh my God. And they start getting mad because these people are our clients and they're rich. They got billions and millions of dollars and they donate them to the church so they can rape kids. And I tell them we're not doing that anymore. Kill the fuckers. And we have this back and forth, and the church members are scared because these guys are rich, and if you murder them, bad stuff happens. So nothing I say ever gets fucking done. Now, Uncle Ruckus comes up there, and he wants me to sign a paper that lets the black people come to the Capitol and lets them up the last three tiers of the anal-eating mummy tree. Because the black people can't get up there and they desperately want to be white and they want me to make them white by signing a paper. But I see Ruckus and I'm like, that piece of shit, he's the faggot that fucking poisoned me, took me to court, ruined my fucking life. You can eat shit. And then Jasmine like, oh, you need to be more racist. I start dropping the N-bomb. I call that fucker the N-bomb a million fucking times because he had it fucking coming. Fuck that guy, okay? And then I ordered his death and they tell me I can't kill him. Everybody I want fucking dead, this is the fact. When I was in church, nobody got fucking killed because everybody I wanted fucking dead, they were a part of the church. They're all emotionally stunted. And they told me the best thing they can do is kick him out of the church. That's it, but they can't kill him. Yeah. Nobody did a damn thing I told them to do. I even set up like America's economy. I set up for like free healthcare. I set up for like fucking electric vehicles. I set up all these things. I set up an entire domestic plan for reinvigorating the industrial district in America. I set up lithium salt batteries because those are a better idea than lithium ion batteries, and you can actually make them here in America. There's a lot of salt, especially in Utah. Fucking assholes. Anyways, and I set up all these things. I set up an animation division. I set up like, dude, just good ideas. Okay, I do all this amazing good shit, but the problem is it's not instantly profitable. These people want money and they want it now. And now the church doesn't pay out money, so I don't know how the fuck they were getting money if we didn't give out money. Okay? No sense. Makes no fucking sense. It's stupid. It's how retards think. Anyways, so I have all these good ideas. I started interfering in like movie making and storyboard development because I'm an idiot. I think I terrorized a couple actresses for no fucking reason. This is the thing. Every time I call somebody, they have to rape them. So they send out a guy from the church to put their dick in their asses. So nobody really wanted to talk to me because they were fucking them in the ass. And I didn't know that was happening because I was fucking high out of my mind. If I knew that was happening, I wouldn't have been raping people. I really wouldn't. But I was. My bad. Sorry. That's on me, I guess. I don't know. I honestly, I argue I was high out of my mind. Fucking. Anyways, so Blondie starts trying to get me to sign the perjuries again. He starts harassing me. And this is the thing. I'm a fucking god, and this guy is behaving like a total cock. And one time he calls the FBI on me. After I was plowing some watermelons. And fucking. The FBI calls. I talk to him. And then they're like, well, we have to kill Blondie, and I decide not to kill Blondie. I should have killed him, but this is the problem with me. I don't like killing. There's an entire point where I decide I need to kill everybody in the church because the wives just tell me about the horror the church causes, just the horror, and it is just horror. There's nothing good. They don't do anything good for anybody outside of themselves. Nothing good for anybody. It is just pure fucking terror for everybody else, and they terrorize everybody that's not a member. They just ruin everybody's life. Somebody could be having a family, a kid, living the American dream. These people find out you're happy, they're gonna fucking ruin it. Okay? They are just disgusting. Okay? And their wives have story after story of doing this to people, by the way. And I was just, we got to kill everybody. I had them hand out knives, and I was going to have everybody kill themselves. I'm going to make them do what they call a blood sacrifice thing. It's a thing at the church. It's normal for them to kill themselves. They probably would have been thrilled if I made them kill themselves, but I pussied out at the last minute because I'm a good dude. Okay? I decided not to kill everybody, and I really regret that. These people should have been fucking dead. They're disgusting human beings. Anyways, so Blondie... Like, the wives tell me the church is hemorrhaging money, everything's falling apart, we got reported as a human trafficking ring, and they need more people to murder. I need to make demonstrations, regular demonstrations of my power by murdering people, which I'm not okay with. I don't want to murder anybody. In fact, I have trouble. They have the little paper you sign to execute people, and I have trouble signing that. I start freaking out and screaming and crying like a bitch because I don't want to murder anybody, but they keep telling me I need to murder people because murder is important for the church. You have to murder, it's a death machine. And then they explained to me the misery machine concept of the church and how you have to create the right amount of misery to keep people coming back to the church. You have to immiserate everybody on the outside of the church, and you have to also immiserate people on the inside of the church to create the right amount of misery. Anyways, so Blondie and Pastel Bunny. So they tell me they need money, so I go, okay, we'll go to the YouTubers with lots of subscribers, people like Pastel Bunny, people like this guy, that guy, anybody that has a lot of followers. We'll give them some money, and they can shout out the church. Simple plan, straightforward, and we're going to get members. Okay? Well, when you give out money from the church, they murder you. I didn't know that. So this guy gives us a shout out. I give him like $100,000. They murder him. And we get a couple million people to join. And then the wives explained to me that guy died. And I'm like, oh, he died? That's fucking horrible. And then this other guy I gave money to, well, he died. And then another guy I gave money to, he died before he could even make the fucking video where he shouts out to the church. And this is the problem. We're getting people to join the church. The problem is we're murdering everybody that's helping us. And I didn't know that you give out money. So then Blondie comes along and fucking, I give money to Pastel Bunny to shout out to the church. And Blondie goes out there to murder her, and he sets up this bullshit plan. One, I did away with the human trafficking. She gets the money, and Blondie starts trying to murder her, so she calls me, tells me there's a creepy weird guy following her around town trying to murder her, tells me there's this weird, he won't leave her alone, he's trying to kill her, and I'm like, we'll send somebody out to stop him, and then Jasmine's like, I need to talk to you, and I'm like, what? And she's like, the guy that's trying to murder the N-word, yeah, they called Pastel Bunny an N-word, is a member of the church. And he has to kill her because you gave her money. And I was like, why the fuck didn't anybody tell me that? That when I gave out money, that you guys just went and murdered the people? Are you guys fucking stupid? And I went on a tear. I just exploded. Didn't have a fucking clue I was murdering people. So Blondie has this master dumbass plan like a real lead brain retard would come up with. This is the problem. They're antisocial, manipulative. He thinks he's going to win. He's like, oh, you're such an altruist. You're such a good person. Okay, so anyways, he's like, I'm like, don't kill her. And then he's like, well, if we don't kill her, we have to kill you. I got him. And you got to be fucking kidding me. And then Jasmine's like, well, and I was like, is there anything else we can do? And then they're like, well, we could something in their made up language. And they end up trying to put her in sex trafficking, even though we don't do sex trafficking. And then Jasmine explains to me, the church is completely codependent on sex trafficking. We have too many members and we can't afford to pay them off of donations. So we need sex trafficking to pay the members. It is built into the church. You have to have human sex trafficking in order to pay the members. And I was like, we're not doing that. And I get into an argument with her, and then Blondie's like, haha, I get to kill you. And I just go, these are your fucking rules. I'm completely out of it. And Blondie's like, what? These are your fucking rules. I'm completely out of it. And what do you mean? I was like, your fucking rules. This has nothing to do with me. I am completely against everything that's happening here. I'm against being killed. I'm against you killing. I'm against murder. And what do you mean? What are you saying? This is all in your hands, buddy. And what? And I was like, yep. And then he's like, do you want me to kill her? Just kill her. And he blows her brains out. And then he steals her hair and teeth. And then he calls back later, you made me kill the woman I love. She had so many followers on the TikTok. Oh, I loved her. She had so many. You didn't love her. You loved that she had fucking TikTok followers. And we get into a talk, and I was like, there's a guy named Sean Andrews, another member of the church, and he loves his wife, and he loves his wife so much, he betrayed the church, and you assholes have been trying to murder him forever. You know what he did? He loves that woman. If you love Pastel Bunny, you would have married her, and you would have ran. You didn't love her. I did. I wanted her followers. My dad doesn't love me. I'm ignored and treated like shit because you're an idiot. And that was the death of Pastel Bunny, and it was completely stupid. And then I just laid down for 3 days straight in a fucking rock solid fucking depression. And then the wives were like, why are you so depressed? And I'm like, your rules are just fucking stupid. I'm a fucking god. And I can't do shit. Okay? I was like, I'm a god of forced death, and I'm a Buddhist god that doesn't kill. I was like, does that make any fucking sense to any of you? And we got other guys at the church that are Buddhist gods, and they murder all the time. They're not Buddhist gods. Yeah. And that entire fuck up. And this is the thing. Anything that the church goes outside of taking money from. You take money from the church, you die. That's what happens. Because that's what good people do. They murder over money. Okay? Fucking dear fucking stupid bullshit. Just straight up fucking stupid bullshit. Okay? I'm God. I'm supposed to decide what goes and what doesn't go. Why the fuck can't I do that?